That's pretty cool. Well, welcome to the podcast.
Somebody who doesn't really believe in themselves, doesn't really think that they're really capable of, say, being disciplined or performing highly in a job or achieving some great school completion or achieving some rank or some goal, whatever it is, or some relationship. For someone like that, when you have something that gives you that feeling, it bleeds into everything. It changes everything, especially for somebody like me, instead of just being like this insecure, scared, can't look anybody in the eye. No way I, could foster and cultivate the kind of love and connection and trust with my fiance that I could before that. No way I will have this kind of a discipline and this confidence in my role in my profession. No way I will be the man I am without jiu-jitsu.
Hello. My puppy is here, so I'll have something to
Oh,
choke if
nice.
I need to. I'm just come here
Oh,
with a seat.
sweet.
Oh,
Okay. So, oh my God, it's a dog. I thought it was
yeah,
a company for a while. That's awesome.
it's just a doggy.
Um, so let's just look at the bottom side control one to start with. Um,
Okay.
so opponent has you in top side and they're cross facing you with that shoulder pressure. Yeah. So it's all the first couple steps are the feet and the hip escape. So there we go. Scoot back a little bit.
Yeah. You can close some things.
Nah. Okay.
And it's like that the video feed is choppy. It's not the sun. It's the internet.
Like the hip escape is really important. Just like a lot of stuff in jiu-jitsu, the angle of the hips is vital. So like here, I want to make a little space and hip escape away from them, turning towards them. So I take my outside foot, the hip escape. But they want to close that space, right? So I know they're going to close that space and be driving into me. So at the same time, like right after that hip escape, then I bring this foot here to drive up towards them, like almost like trying to sweep them over. So they're going to be driving pressure. So you're not going to sweep them like ever in this situation, but it opens the space, it creates the angle so you can throw the choke in deep. So the hip escape, turn on your side. That's the one top grabbing unit, exactly. Need this foot to drive up into them. Then you grab here, the same, like how Big Dave showed me, right? To grab here. So once you're here, you can take your free hand, shoot it deep, and grab your foot here. A lot of times I do it like a gable grip here. If you're not deep and you need to pull your elbow deeper, a lot of times an S grip helps a lot here. And then a lot of people like the gable grip here, the grip on your foot. But then you have their head and arm inside here. And the dynamic of the finish is the closing of the scissors. Point one, point two. Scissors close. Their head and arm is inside. Scissors close, no space. Squeeze everything. You can triangle over and squeeze. You can press the knee even more behind your shoulder and squeeze. So outside, hip escape. Here, throw. And then you just pull back to close the scissors. So I'm not flaying my knee outward really, using this grip with my hand to pull the knee behind the shoulder. So it's not like, you're not like trying to blow your knee out that way. It's just a grip position, similar to the gable where they then slide here, go. But in this position, it's like my hands and legs are occupied with the squeeze. We've seen this a bunch of times. The dude can pick you up and posture and slam you on your head when you're here. So like this is a thick choke, you put people to sleep. But if instead you're here and you have this hand and arm and foot and leg free, you can counter their posture options. So they can't pick you up, they can't slam you, they can't posture to get out. So we got the bottom side control right there, or here. Finishes there. Similarly, if you're in bottom side, you can turn your hips away from them, grab the same here. Same dynamic for the finish as the scissors, knee to shoulder. Let's say we're here. You can do it both once you have it already locked in like this. You can sweep them over to top. Or you can do it even before you're there. You can do it while you're here. You'll be playing with the elbow to open the elbow here with this bottom foot. You can do all sorts of turns, hip escape, use it to flip them. So you can finish bottom side with inverse buggy or buggy. Let's go. Lay down here, sweet. Let's say from top side control, right? I have my left knee already like up by her head, right here. So you can set it up here a couple ways. One, I get my knee really high. I go like I'm playing for like a Kimura or something, attacking this arm with like a 2-on-1 here. I use that to go my left elbow to my left knee. Use that, step up, lifting them up, pinching again my elbow to knee, and it's just here. And finish there, finish there. You can pin the arm, trap it here, step over to spread their body, twisting here. So you can set that up from top control. That was an inverse buggy.
I want to mention, I think the screen blur to protect your privacy, I think that's actually blurring out your fingers. Some of your movement is not being picked. It's fine. If you don't want to change it, it's fine. But I can see most of the moves, just not all of them.
Yeah, you get that. Let me see if I can back it up a little. Let's get more elements to that. So
move, it'll
there's
clarify,
the difference between inverse buggy and buggy is the angle of the hips. For example, here, this inverse buggy, my hips are like there, and you can sit just your time. Here, you can finish.
Screen is frozen.
Let's say you're trying.
Sorry.
I'm so sorry. I don't know why. It must be our signal. So, like,
I'm so close to the mountain, so it's definitely me. Let's see if I change anything. Okay, it caught up. So now I see you're in a different mood.
Yeah. So if you're in top case, it's the same. You know, you just grab that grip on your tendon here. The same thing with your free hand here to then put the pressure on them. Quite a deep here. Let's say you're in bottom north south. Here, hold me down. Yeah. Let's say we're here and fighting for position. You finish it here, bottom north south. Push it here. I mean, you hit it from everywhere. Let's say the back. Then regular back, setting it up here. Finish it right here. Same thing. Say we're here. 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 I mean, it's just everywhere.
And every angle.
Yeah. Let's say we're here. I'm going like from turtle. I can get my knee inside. Boom, right there. Boom. It's right there. It's just everywhere. I mean, you do it from mount. It's very similar to the setup from top side control when you're doing it from mount. And here again, I'm playing like I'm attacking this arm. She's defending this arm. Use that step. Now she's locked in it here. Let's just close the scissors. Here, here. Let's go from butterfly guard, like an open guard. On top of me here. Then we're going here, fighting. So from butterfly, same thing. We're going to lockdown here. Have the lockdown. Whip it on. And I'm still in bottom half right here. You can finish it here. If they pass your guard and go to side control, you can finish it in bottom side control. If they're trying to stay in bottom half, you could fight to go to full guard. You have it locked up. Here, she finishes here, here. There's all kinds of stuff. Let's say we're in bottom side, put it on. Then I'm gonna catch this hand of hers. A lot of times she's gonna be like touching the ground or pushing off of me or something. So I get a hold of this hand, put it behind the foot here.
Wow.
Inverse buggy Rubik's. Because we have them in the inverse buggy and we have like the Rubik's or the stock, you know? From here, it's super easy to sweep. I mean, you can finish them with that too. That's like maybe half of the positions you can hit it from. It's everywhere.
That last one that you did with their arm too. That's a pretty secure position.
Yeah, and you can set that up from bottom half. Let's do it on this side. So let's say you're here. So I'm trying to hip escape, turn towards her, throw on here, grab my foot to make it easy to go here. A lot of people are here, playing from here. So, you know, from here, a lot of times I'll be using my knee to mess with her legs over here. She's trying to stay on top of me and drive me flat. And this knee, sweetie. Yeah, right there, driving in because you don't want me to sweep you over this way. Right. So from here, a lot of times, should be using this hand to post on the ground or to push on my knee right here because I'm pushing on her leg. So a lot of times she'll touch your leg. Right there, straight arm the wrist, beat it. And from here, it's just, you just press off the ground, sweep like nothing, you know? And you can finish here too, because it's already tight with the choke. You feed here, this is right there. But you can sweep to top, maintain the same position. Let's rotate it. There we feed the same. You sweep over to the top. I can finish it here, but really what I want to do if I'm in mount and I have an inverse buggy Rubik's, I want to step over, crank her out this way. Just stomping. So, I mean, there's a lot of details we're not really touching on, but like you can see, it's everywhere. You know, it's not just bottom side control; it's every position. I haven't
flexible and like
being mounted yet, but that's about it. Oh, and you've probably seen you can double buggy. So let's say I'm putting a buggy choke on her. Right? I'm trying to put it on her. Let's say I'm going for it, and I roll onto the top. Right? Roll onto the top, and I'm here. She could throw her own buggy choke onto me. So grab your
that's before. Yeah.
Yeah, and then with your free hand, you can grab your foot, feed it deep.
Under her leg. Is it over the knee or under the knee?
Under.
Under the knee. Okay. Instead of over.
Yeah, so the easy way to remember it is like if you just grab your tendon right here. It's just slapping the inside of your thighs. And then grab your foot.
Super. Exactly. This is similar to a yoga move. That's the happy baby move. Your legs. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, look at you.
So
That was good. You don't have to tell me more, but I have seen some of your videos, by the way. I've
awesome.
looked online a lot about you.
Thank you. Likewise.
Oh, that's awesome. I'm glad. I don't know who's I'm not paying attention to that stuff at all. I'm just like working. So um
So,
this that was good. I put on my gi, but this is the first time I put on my gi since my injury. So um
nice.
I'm glad that I did. I can look over this video multiple times and all your videos, and then I'll start practicing it.
Great.
And maybe come to your
That,
gym and I want to say something really quick to answer the last question that or one of the questions you asked me is what am I looking for in a gym?
yeah.
And I want to say this because there's so much stigma around drugs. And I there has to be some differentiation between what's good and whatever. There needs to be clearer lines. And I'm in the state of Colorado, and going through a lot of the trauma that I've gone through, I've had medical doctors refer me to another medical doctor that recommended a medical card in medical cannabis, and that helping with my anxiety and panic attacks. And there's not enough research
Absolutely.
because it's not federally legal and it's incredibly frustrating. I kept getting
Yeah.
drug tested in the hospital because they thought I was on other stuff instead of just cannabis. And I didn't smoke while I was healing to make sure that
Right.
that wasn't an issue. But the reason why I'm bringing this up is that there are articles that will talk about it being a hindrance or whatever, but that's usually in the United States and places where it's legal and they've been able to really thoroughly research it. There's articles saying that cannabis helps concussion recovery. And
Nice.
the fact that I had THC in my system, although I wasn't, partaking more, it definitely didn't hurt my recovery. It
Yeah.
maybe I can say it didn't affect it at all, but it didn't hurt it because
Yeah.
I'm 100% better, super productive while I'm like still in crisis. Like it definitely benefited my life from my opinion, but at least factually, you can't say that it hurt me. So
Yeah.
I want to put that out there that my understanding of drugs and plant medicine is we have the receptors in our body and brain. There's a reason why they affect us. There's human beings, mammals, bird species. We all participate in relieving our pain in some way, and the judgment about it really, really, really sucks because it keeps people from being able to be happy and live healthy lives.
I love what you're saying. Come out here to California. Oh, that's normal.
Yeah, I mean, Colorado is the first. Come on, Colorado.
We'll train together for a month and then we go compete at high rollers with
That's what I want to do. I still want to do high roller. So
I've
that's
always
what I would incorporate in a gym is being able to freely, without judgment, smoke before, during, after, whatever,
you might
edible,
you might
whatever you need.
you might look for a 10th Planet gym.
Okay. There's one. I meant the city that I know where there's one. So yeah, maybe I'll find that.
You won't get stigma there.
Okay. Good to know. Okay, I'm gonna close. Unless you want to say anything else, that you've made your
Thank you.
plugs and everything.
It was lots of fun. I really appreciate it. You're awesome.
You're awesome. Thank you. We're both awesome. Um, thank you for doing what you do in the mental health field and being a kind-hearted man. That's
You,
a big deal. And your girlfriend is amazing and flexible
isn't,
and like
isn't she?
she's like not making a noise while you're flipping around at all. Like that's
This is the
amazing.
worst so far. Believe it or not. Believe it or not.
She's amazing. I would love to meet both of you in person and come to your gym and all of that. So we have contact info and thanks for coming on Freedom to Fight. And I'll talk to you soon.
Thank you so much. It's an honor. Take care.
Thank you, you too. Bye.